Welcome back to Taking Time. I'm Jonathan, and I've got something here that is probably going to put the Rolex date just completely out of the catalog in the coming years. Stick around, I'm going to talk about it. So this watch was released in 2015. This is a 2020 piece, by the way, but the Omega Constellation Globemaster came out in 2015. So what exactly is that? Well, it's a little bit of an oddity in the watch world. It's not sports watch. It's not quite a dress watch. It's kind of a little bit of an elevation above all that. So what this is it comes from the Constellation line of Omega's, kind of dressy, elevated, not really a sports watch kind of thing. And they introduced what's called the Globemaster, where essentially in 2015, they introduced this beautiful 8900 series movement. And it's the first time that Omega came out publicly with the Metis certification. And that is really cool because that kind of makes this watch like a super watch. So the standard rating system for watches being accurate is called a Chronometer Certification. And that is a 3-week testing. It's, I think, 14 to 20 days, depending on what they want to get done. And they test the movement in a variety of different ways. And then, that's all done outside of the case. And then they ship the movement back to the manufacturer. The manufacturer packages up the watch, sells it to you. Omega does something extra. That's where the Metis certification comes in. So they take the Chronometer certification, they get the movement back, and then they do another 6-round testing where they're testing the watch running underwater. They're testing the watch running up to 15,000 Gauss on anti-magnetics. It's kind of a complex scientific thing. I won't go too much into it. But essentially, it's very damaging to the watch if it doesn't have this sort of rating system. And then they test it after it's been zapped with 15,000 Gauss of magnetism. And at that, they're testing this watch for accuracy up to, I think it's plus 5 seconds. If it goes anywhere past that, the watch gets thrown out. So they have to invest, millions of dollars in making a new watch, which makes this watch absolutely insane. Add to that, this is the first time that also Omega released their beautiful rose gold and this two-tone rose gold in Sedna rose gold. It's a new combination of, it's got a lot more copper in it. So it's really, really different compared to anything else. And then they've got the beautiful classic pie pan style dial, which if you kind of look at it really close, kind of looks like you're staring down at a pie. That's why they kind of call it the pie pan style. So it really harkens back to, the 1950s, whenever the Constellation was really kind of like the head leader for Omega as far as the standardization of, accuracy along with elegance and all of that. So this is the only one that we got, and we got this just in stock with the box and the papers. So go to SwissWatchExpo.com or give me a call. I'd love to talk to you about it. And yeah, do the usual, like, subscribe, and we'll talk to you later.